Yo guys, what is going on? It's the Captain Shakes here, Call of Duty's #1 player with Tourette syndrome, bringing you another tips and tricks video, and this one is all about the top 3 biggest mistakes players make in Call of Duty World War II. Before we get into the video guys, if you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Just go into Twitter and search Captain Shakes. You will find me. Twitter is where I'm most active. I'm always on Twitter. I'm always talking to you guys, talking to my subs, talking to my fans, talking to my friends, and talking to the trolls. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Now here, I'm not going to give you any advanced tips on how to improve your game. That's going to take 2, 3, 4 weeks to overcome your problem. These 3 biggest mistakes are issues that you can fix in your very next game so that you can improve in this game on your very next game. I'm going to try and go into as much detail on all 3 topics as we could, so I hope you enjoy. The gameplay in the background you see is a game of core. We're playing Kill Confirmed on my favorite map, USS Texas, where we go 46 and 16 and collect over 30 confirms, so it's a pretty beastly gameplay. Now the first biggest problem everybody makes in Call of Duty World War II is play style. Now, people tend to run the same playstyle on every single map. You can't do this in this game. You know, prior games, Black Ops 2, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, Modern Warfare, Extreme Warfare, Sun Warfare, Moon Warfare, Pokemon Warfare, all those other Call of Duty games, you can pretty much run the same playstyle. But this game was meant for you, the player, to slow down. They even confirmed that, I think, in a tweet when the game first launched. They wanted players to slow down their gameplay. So you should not run the same gameplay every single map. You should have a different style of play style for each map. For instance, if you're playing Point to Hawk, you know there's going to be shotgunners. You know they're going to be trip mine. You know that it's all close quarters. Rushing around might not be the best idea. Playing passive, holding down an area of the map, controlling the map, getting map control, that might be the best. That might be the best thing to play when you're playing Point to Hawk. You know, when you're playing London Docks, that's a map where it has close quarters and long lines of sight, so you could rush around. Same thing with Ardennes Forest. You could rush around. That map is close quarters and long lines. But here's the thing. If you're playing a map like Gustav Cannon, you don't want to be rushing around with an SMG. You do not want to be rushing around with a weapon like an SMG or a pistol. You want to use like an assault rifle. You want to use like a sniper rifle, like an LMG. Those type of weapons play very good to that map. You know, going up on top of the Gustav, you see me do it in my past videos, going up on the top of the Gustav and controlling the Gustav with an LMG is a great way to play. Sniping, going around aggressive sniping, laying back and sniping, that is a good way to play Gustav Cannon. So definitely change up your playstyle for each different map. You should not be running the same playstyle for each map. You should not be rushing around on each map. You should not be camping on each map. There's some maps where you can rush, there's some maps where you play passive, and who knows, there's some maps where you can even lay back and hold down an area of the map. Now, the second biggest problem everybody makes in this game, Call of Duty World War II, is confidence, guys. And confidence is something that you can just improve on your very next game. I see so many people, whether I hear it from my subs or whether I hear it from the people I'm playing with, I hear so many people have less confidence in their game, or in this game, as a matter of fact. You know, if you're waiting in the pregame lobby and, you know, if you don't like, let's say you don't like Ardennes Forest and Ardennes Forest comes up, first thing you say, what's the first thing people are going to say? Oh, I hate this map. Well, first off, that's not good confidence. You should not be going into a game thinking that you're going to be doing bad just because you do not like the map. I hear, oh, I never play good on this map. That right there, that's not good confidence. You cannot be in a pregame lobby going into a game and being like, oh, I know I'm going to be bad. You can't do that. You have to have all the confidence in the world. You know, when you're in the pregame lobby, just think of it this way. Just tell yourself that you're going to have a good game, that you're going to concentrate, that you're going to do good. If you tell yourself that, the chances of you failing will decrease significantly. Go into a game with high confidence, it's always going to be the best part and the best playing experience as the player. Call of Duty is a game of runs, especially in this game. We all have our good games, we all have our bad games. I have great games, I have bad games. All these popular YouTubers out there have great games, have bad games. I was in a stream with Korean once and I seen him go 16 and 17 and I see him rage. I heard him rage. That right there, nothing against Korean, but that's not good confidence, man. You can't get mad at the game for something you can't control. You have to have great confidence going into the game. You have to have great confidence going out of the game. A little tip that you can, initiate in your playstyle, in your enjoyment, is tell yourself that you're going to be doing good. Tell yourself that you're going to drop a V2. Tell yourself that you're going to drop a big streak. If you tell yourself that, your playstyle will change mid-game and you will play more to stay alive rather than getting kills. Because honestly, that's how you should play the game. You should not play the game to get kills. You should play the game to stay alive. If you kill 2 enemies and you know that 3's coming, don't rush into him. Tell yourself, all right, I'm going to lay back and pick off these 3. Right there, that's great confidence. That's what you need to have in this game. In Call of Duty World War II, you need great confidence. So we talked about adjusting your playstyle, something that you can do your very next game. We talked about your confidence, something that you can do in your very next game. Now, let's talk about the third thing, probably the most important and the biggest reason why people have trouble in this game, and that is time played. Guys, you need to play this game often. If you're dedicated, if you're serious about this game, you can't take 2-3 days off. You need to play all the time. All these tips that I give you, all these tips that these other YouTubers give you, they give you these tips knowing that you're going to play the game often and more. They don't give you these tips and you don't play the game in 2-3 days and all of a sudden you're still a god. No, to be the man, you have to play the game. And I misquoted Ric Flair there, but woo! You have to play the game, you have to get used to it, you have to keep going, because you're not going to get better if you take days off. Now, a sub once asked me, how often do I play? I play every single day, mainly because I stream every single night. But even when I'm not streaming, I'm playing the game, because I'm making myself better by playing the game. The more you play the game, the better you will get. If you don't play the game, you're going to more likely, unless you're just total god mode, you're more than likely going to do bad. You need to play the game. You need to keep playing. Practice makes perfect. Why do you think all these athletes out there, they practice, they train, even when they're in the off season, and even when the season's not going on, they practice. Practice makes perfect. And if you're the type of player that wants to get competitive, you can't take 2-3 days off. There's people out there that play game battles and UMGs that play every single night. Every 15 minutes they play a games battles match. They practice even on their off time. When they're not playing game battles and UMGs, they're playing scrimmages against other players that are playing UMGs and game battles. So you need to play the game. Playing the game more and often will make you a better player, because not only will you get the experience, but you will also learn from your mistakes. Anyways, guys, those right there are the 3 biggest problems that Call of Duty World War II players have. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I know that I enjoyed making this and I put some effort into this. Guys, remember, we live stream every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you hit the notification button to join the Shake Squad so you get notified whenever I upload and whenever I do go live. And I hope to see you by the stream sometime in the future. Maybe tonight. Wink, wink. Anyways, guys, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe for more great Call of Duty content, tips and tricks, and more. And don't forget to like this video. Let's go for a like goal of, let's say, 30. Call of Duty World War II is in that kind of dying stage where it's kind of dying out. I've noticed it in my views of my videos. I've noticed it in other YouTubers and their views. I've noticed it when some of the popular YouTubers go live. I noticed they're not getting as many viewers as they were. So any likes would be appreciated, guys, and the more the merrier. As always, they're always appreciated. but not mandatory. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. We're going to put a wrap on it. Those are the 3 biggest mistakes Call of Duty World War II players make. Those are 3 things that you can improve on your very next game. You know, change your play style, have the confidence, and guys, play more and often. It will work wonders for you. And you know, these aren't advanced tips. These are tips that you can maintain in your game. So that's going to do it, guys. Stay cool, fool. Don't hate, eat some cake, thick thighs, and bright eyes. And as always, guys, keep on grinding.